Hello, this is DragonSkeptic. In my very first video, I was going to show a picture of the Prophet Muhammad because I was extremely annoyed by the way it was censored of South Park. But I decided there's no point because I don't see any justification in any hadith that specifically mentions the Prophet Muhammad. It quite clearly mentions that Muslims are prohibited drawing any living thing. Well, technically it's not a living thing. It can be interpreted as anything with a soul. So it might be okay to depict animals. I'm not sure, but it specifically says it's against Allah because they are trying to imitate Allah's creation. Various hadiths also say, though, that the person who committed this grave offence will be punished by Allah on the day of reckoning. Some hadiths do mention that the images themselves will be given life by Allah, and then they will torment him forever after, which is kind of a cruel punishment, but okay. And that's it. It's only reference to Muslims, so anyone who is not a Muslim is not bound by that. Of course, radical Muslims probably will not agree by this. There is also hadith that kind of can be interpreted as Muslims have a charge to get rid of this content, which is defacing stuff. But it doesn't specifically mention they have to get rid of any image of the Prophet Muhammad. There is a hadith which says of the Ali ibn, I can't say his name because I'm not familiar with pronunciations of this kind. Ali ibn Abi Talib informs us that the Messenger of Allah charged him with the task of effacing all the pictures of living things which he might find and made levelling of all of those graves which had edifices or gravestones over them. This he did in order to protect the Muslims' beliefs from the evils of worship of graven images and adoration of graves, because making pictures of living creatures and building over graves leads to the glorification and reverence and attributing to them that which they do not deserve, that which is for Allah and alone. And anyone who has travelled throughout the Muslim world will have found such things in profusion, things which make one with correct beliefs and shudder and sadden his heart. Circumambulation of graves in the manner in which the pilgrims circumambulate in the Kaaba, in Makkah. Animals are sacrificed to graves inhabitants instead of their being slaughtered in Allah's name. Supplication of the graves inhabitants, many other acts of shirk and innovation are known to the Messenger of Allah, his companions of the pious generations who came after them. Now, I'm sorry if that sounded weird, me talking about it. I'm reading this I think the commas are in the wrong order there, but if you understood what I said, it basically says that there shouldn't be any adoration of graves, and there shouldn't be worship of graven images, and it can be interpreted that they have a task of getting rid of things that that contribute to worship of living things. But I'm going to completely ignore that, and I will call this stick figure Muhammad. And I know very well that I cannot draw. Bye bye.